Hi guys, Little Lady here again. Well, Good Friday's here. I've been to work all day. Ian did a lovely breakfast lasagna this morning, so we had that for breakfast. If you want to see that, nip over to his channel, Betty Eats Food. We'll put the link in the bottom as well. So I've been pampered all day, so I thought, right, I'm going to make proper fish and chips, homemade fish and chips. So I've got some cod fillet from Aldi's. Just going to use those. And Ian's already done the chips for us as well. So they've just been soaking to get rid of the excess starch. Now these are the frozen, excuse me, the mushy peas that we use, only because I never remember to steep the peas. Lockwoods. So they're Lockwoods, and the taste, I get them from Iceland, or you can get them from what's that, herons and places like that as well. Right. You can actually get them in little tubs. So that's what we're going to be using for our mushy peas. And for the batter for the fish, we've got plain flour. So
we're going to be doing the chips in the deep fat fryer, aren't we?
Yes, and I'm going to do
the fish
in the wok with oil.
In the wok with the oil.
So it's going to be like proper fried fish and chips.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we need some, for the batter we need some plain flour, some milk and an egg and some salt, and that's it. Brilliant. So right guys, we'll get this all started prepared and then we'll come back. Right, so I'm getting the fish out of the packet. I've dried it off. But the thing is with these packet fish is they do contain quite a bit of water. So what I'm going to do is, because we're not having it just yet, is I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of salt. Don't worry, I'm going to get rid of this salt before we cook it. Let's put that in. Put that onto the plate like that. And like that. Fish fingers. And then just put a bit more salt on this side. This will just draw out any excess moisture and make your fish firmer when you actually go to fry it. So get rid of those.
Peas are on the go?
Yeah, all I did was put some hot water in them peas. I'm just going to bring them up to boil and boil until they're mushy. That's it, as simple as that. Right, so I just do this by eye. It's virtually a Yorkshire pudding recipe, so you know, if you go back on the Yorkshire pudding recipes, just make it, put a little bit extra milk in. So all we need is an egg.
Yeah, it's basically Yorkshire pudding batter, isn't it? Yeah,
just a bit looser.
You can use beer batter and stuff like that if you wanted.
Yeah, you can put in sparkling water. I've seen people do it with vodka. Don't forget, we've only got 2 bits of fish here as well, so we don't need a load. That's just the egg and the milk, just a splash of milk. Like I say, I've got no measurements. And then add your flour until you get a batter. There's probably about 50 ml of milk there. And I've just got dessert spoon. I'm just going to add a couple at a time. Oh, shadows. Actually, can you pass us the bigger whisk out of there, please?
Oh,
that
one?
Yeah. I should be getting that one. It's too big a bowl for that little whisk. There we go. That's better. Now we are going to let this rest for a bit, so if you kind of get the lumps out straight away, once you rest it, the liquid goes into the flour and it becomes lump free. So that's about perfect. That was 2 heaped desserts full of plain flour, about 50 ml of milk and 1 egg. Right, we'll come back to you when we're ready to do. Right, so I'm just going to parboil the chips. Bit of salt in there. I like to parboil them before we fry. About 4 minutes, that's all it'll take. Sorry, did I get you with the steam there?
Yeah.
There we go, about 4 minutes, then I'll drain them, put them on a clean tea towel to get them nice and dry before we put them in the deep fat fryer later on. So that would... Right, so they were parboiled and then I've just had them on this clean tea towel. As you can see, they've got a little bit of rough edges, little bits and pieces on there, look. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in for a first little fry. This shouldn't really sizzle that much. Oh, I'll do it the other way because I don't want that in the fat. And we'll just pop them in there for about 5 minutes. There we go.
Lid on.
Didn't hang on properly there. We'll go in the wash machine.
Not very often we use this little mini deep fat fryer, is it?
I know.
But we don't want to cook the fish in this because the fillets are probably too big.
Exactly.
And we've only used this for chips anyway, haven't we? This oil in here.
Yeah. Ian did do a few too many chips,
yeah,
so we've still got them there. But what I'll do is I'll just boil them up, make them into mash.
Yeah.
We're never going
to eat all them chips, are we?
So if you just want to come over here a second. This is what fish that's I've had salted, and you can see the extra water that's come out of it.
Yeah.
So just leave that still there. The mushy peas. These have just been boiled up. Just with water, and then once the mush...
We're not going to use all them tonight, we'll probably save some for Sunday, won't we?
Yeah.
Sunday
and then
dinner.
Even if we don't use them all on Sunday,
you
can freeze them. You can freeze them after that. And I've just put some salt in there just to our taste, so put the salt into your own taste. But I've just got my pan there, ready for the fish.
Yeah.
Still have our batter ready.
Yes, all the lumps have gone out of that now, look.
Smooth as anything, that now. And that's just the perfect amount. We don't need too much.
Smooth as a baby's backside.
Right, so just going to check on these chips again for the first fry. It'll probably take about 5 minutes. So if you want to come back after that.
Right.
Right, so that's the first fry done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let them drain.
Obviously
they're nowhere near.
No, they're looking at me. They're not. That's just the first fry.
Yeah. So what we'll do is once we've got the fish in and that comes out and rests, I'm going to put that on maximum now, and then drop these as I'm doing the fish.
Happy days.
Right, so this has been sat there for about 15 minutes, and look at the extra water that's come out of it. So I'm just going to get rid of that. I've got some kitchen roll here, and what this will do is this will take off any excess and the excess salt, but you also do want salt on there. If you put the salt in the flour, it actually dilutes it, so you don't really get the benefit of the salt. So there we go, that's lovely and dry now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move that to across there. Got some flour, get rid of that now.
Yep.
So put the first one into the flour. So the flour will stick to the fish and the batter will stick to the flour. Get off the excess. Well, oil is now coming up to temperature. So I'm just going to turn that over.
Yeah.
It's a thin batter, this. It's not... Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Go over there. And just...
Lay it away from you.
There we go.
And what temperature is this? The
It
oil?
was at 100.
It's at 100.
That's why I've got it on high. That's why I tested it. It was at 100.
No, it's going up that like, isn't it? Right.
104.
Over 100, that like, isn't it?
So I thought that might have been sizzling, but I'm just going to leave it just for a few minutes.
It's not going to stick to the bottom because it's a non-stick pan for a thing, and there's that much oil there.
It's coming up there, look.
Yeah, it's starting to bubble now. So there we go.
And I'm just going to put the other fish.
We'll do the other one while this is...
Into here. Spray yourself with it, Rhonda. And then...
I think we should wait until that started to get big.
Oh yeah, I'm not putting another one on. I'm not putting this one in yet.
You're just going to do one at a time?
Yeah.
Right.
Look at all that batter that you've got left.
Yeah.
Right, I know you're from Yorkshire, so you call it scraps.
Right, what do you call it? For me, I'm from Hull in Yorkshire, and the bits that come off the Yorkshire pudding or the batter, whatever you want to call it, we've always called it scraps. So when we go to the chippy, when we used to go to the chippy, you got fish and chips, a bag of scraps. But up here in Newcastle, it's batter. They call it batter. What do you call it? Like your opinion, guys. Let us know. But that's coming up.
Yeah.
And I'll have plenty of scraps, me, like.
Well, you've got all of that back of that. I just refuse to call it scraps.
Yeah. It's a regional thing, I think it must be, isn't it?
It's not sticking.
It's not sticking.
And you can see the batter starting to...
Yeah.
We'll come back to you in a little bit once they're both done. Right, second one is going to go in. There we go.
We put it on the bigger burner now. We had it on the smaller burner, so although the temperature was there, but it's better when you put it on this burner. It seems to.
You turn the first one over.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of scraps. Sorry, I just said it.
you just called them scraps.
Right, I'm going to turn this up to full for the chips and just drop them chips in again.
Alright, yeah, sorry.
Right, so that's now up to full temp on that.
How long for?
About 2 or 3 minutes until the fish is done.
Right, good. Happy days, back over to the fish. Look at that. Right, so we'll keep getting these until we're a bit closer, eh?
Yeah.
It's going to take a little while, so you don't want to be sat watching them all the time. So we'll be back when they're a bit closer.
Right, been about 1.5 minutes, and I think the fish are now done. Potatoes out.
We're just waiting for the scraps.
Yeah,
to
chips
cook through.
are done. Let them drain off like that. Let's turn these around.
Lovely. So we'll come back when they're a bit further done, eh?
Yeah, 2 minutes. Right, so that's the chips all done. You hear how crunchy they are. Let's pop them into there. Yeah, do you want to turn that off? We did put the fish back in as well.
Yeah, we put the
1 minute.
because it wasn't quite crisp enough, so.
So we're just gonna. Don't know if you can hear it because of the fryer. It's lovely and crisp now that. I'm just going to move everything because of the lighting. This one's yours, by the way. And turn that off. Some mushy peas.
Fish chips, mushy peas, salt and vinegar. Jobs good.
Bit of salt. Do you want vinegar over your chips and your fish?
I have vinegar everywhere, basically. And my mushy peas.
There we go. Just going to put mine out and then we'll have a taste.
So let's just have a look at this on there. Look at that. Yes, please. I forgot my scraps. They're going on the plate. I love my scraps.
Scrap sandwich for you, wouldn't it, in the past?
Alright. You don't want any of these, do you?
No.
Right. So basically they're all going on my plate. Happy days. Right, tasting time, guys. Let me just get a bit of this fish. Can you hear that crunch there?
Oh yes. Oh, look at that white fish in there. It'll be hot mind.
I know. Got an asbestos mouth. What? Yeah. Batter's nice and crunchy. Obviously salt and vinegar on there. Fish is lovely.
That fish looks absolutely gorgeous.
Look at that.
The white fish.
Lush. Scraps.
Mushy peas and
Mushy
scraps.
peas. Yum yum. Homemade chips.
You forget how nice homemade chips are, don't you?
They're freaking lovely. Sorry, I've sworn them.
Stop it.
What?
I'll put you on the naughty step and take your dinner off you.
No, not allowed. Yeah, that is top notch. Easter Friday, Good Friday, you got our fish and chips. After you buy it or you make your own. So we've made our own, so there it is.
Yeah. Right guys, well we're going to go and finish that. I've got mine there ready just to go and sit down and relax. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have an absolute cracking Easter. And I'll see you back on Sunday with lamb Sunday lunch. Ian's cooking tomorrow, aren't you? You're doing doner kebabs
like a
for tomorrow night?
fake away doner kebab sort of thing, yeah.
So I've got the day off tomorrow, so happy days. And I'll see you all on my channel on Sunday, and have an excellent weekend. Thank you very much. See you later.
Bye.